CBS Sports presents college basketball. Today's game between the Georgetown Hoyas and the Syracuse Orangemen is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz, engineered like no other car in the world. Sears, where there's more for your life. And by Budweiser, proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. This Bud's for you.
The S-Class, the engineering flagships of Mercedes-Benz, and something more. Automobiles that evoke memories of a day long past, and a car so exotic that it turned a young boy's head. A heritage of legendary automobiles that have inspired dreams. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class, nothing less than the best of every big Mercedes there ever was.
When it comes to the electronics business, you've got to be wired. You got to be plugged in. You got to be switched on. You got to keep your circuits open. You can't afford to blow a fuse. It takes a lot of energy to get your product out the door. And your customers won't stand for loose connections. This reminder from Federal Express that it's not just a package, it's your business.
This Bud's for all that you
It's all tied up. Miles, you're in. 110, only 4 seconds left to play. Save it to the top of the key. Oh, Miles with the rebound. It's good. A lucky Kevin Miles. Oh. You make America work.
Kevin Miles. A lot of dreams here, huh?
For everyone who works toward their dream, the clean, crisp taste of Beechwood aged Budweiser.
Welcome to the team.
They'll cut me right off at the bottom line. Maybe I better not show it to them.
No doubt in my mind. It's a case we can win.
There's one airline that knows its business so well, it actually lets you keep your mind on yours.
It's a 3-part strategy.
United. Rededicated to giving you the service you deserve.
Our guys fly in tonight. There's tomorrow. We all fly on Thursday.
Come fly the friendly skies.
They got this covered or what?
A Big Mac attack could strike at any time.
Warning. Warning. Big Mac attack.
Mr. Jeffries. Mr. Jeffries. Mr. Jeffries.
Mr. Jeffries. Please proceed immediately to the nearest McDonald's.
Jeffries.
Watch your head.
Big Mac? All systems returning to normal.
Alpha team, aggressor tank spotted.
In a battle drill, you need horsepower, firepower, people power. That's teamwork.
Moving tank, direct front, 2,000.
This team uses a computer, thermal sight, laser rangefinder.
Yeah! All that you can.
We win, the whole tank wins. The whole team wins. Not just one person.
Find your future in the Army.
You may not have thought of buying a Sears Die-Hard battery until you've had a little time alone to think about it.
If you could ask
for the 4-wheel drive family-size 4Runner, named #1 in customer satisfaction for 2 years running. Toyota 4Runner. Now who's looking out for #1?
Toyota.
This Bud's for all that you do.
Papers say you busted it up pretty good. This is where we start.
You got a long road back. You missed the cheers. Can you beat those doubts and fears? You make America work.
Well, that's something that won't let us quit. The clean, crisp taste of Beechwood aged Budweiser.
To your first game back.
This Bud's for you.
How to shave a giant. Avoid big trouble. Use the Gillette Good News Plus disposable. It's got the Lubra-Smooth strip, so the comfortable shave for a giant is
this little guy.
Good News Plus from Gillette.
No one really knows how your skin got sensitive. But if it is, try the shave cream with more advanced lubricants than any other. Gillette Foamy for sensitive skin.
Saying goodbye to a car you've owned for years is a lot like saying goodbye to an old friend. But if it's a Mercedes-Benz, there's always this cheering fact to consider. Over the years, Mercedes-Benz automobiles as a line have retained a higher percentage of their original value than any other make of car sold in America. And that can make the sorrow of parting a little sweeter.
John Madden picks the players that are all guts and all glory. It's the All-Madden team. Plus the World Triathlon Championships on CBS Sports Sunday. Next.
With every Budweiser enjoyed, the promise endures. The promise of genuine quality. Quality you can taste. Clean, crisp, Beechwood aged Budweiser. Always certain, always satisfying. Because we know you wouldn't have it any other way. That's why this Bud's for you.
Ever since your post office invented express mail overnight delivery, others have tried to copy our eagle, but it's not so easy. You see, express mail overnight reliability is close to perfect, with the most convenient locations and prices as low as $10.75. About half what most others charge. So we're pretty hard to imitate. So use the original express mail service from your post office.
If you could ask!
For the compact truck that sets the standard for quality, the truck everyone else is still trying to catch. Toyota Standard Bed. Now who's looking out for number one?
Toyota.
Notice my hair? Mm-hmm. Neat, natural looking, totally under control. That's Consort hairspray. No wonder I attract crowds. Some people will do anything to look this good. Consort, the hairspray that puts the American male in control.
Recently, over 60% of Golf Digest readers voted our coverage the best. The PGA returns with the Phoenix Open next weekend on CBS Sports. The Daytona 500, February 14th on CBS Sports.
Mitsubishi knows you want a truck to be tough. But we also know you want more for your money. Mitsubishi Mighty Max trucks give you more. Up to 2.6 liters of power, a 5-speed stick, more standard features for less than Toyota, Nissan, or Mazda. Even the lowest priced macro cab. The new Mitsubishi Mighty Max trucks. Mitsubishi, suddenly the obvious choice.
Well, round of lights here?
Hey! Oh, good idea was this, huh? Yours is useful! Put the quarter in this thing! Oh, no! Bud Light!
Ask for Bud Light.
Go down!
The light beer with the first name and taste.
Let me know when you're ready for another round.
Because everything else is just a light.
I want to know where every dollar is going. And MCI tells me where every phone call is going. Every single call.
Until you call, you'll never know how much better a long-distance company can be.
To fathers about the Kodak Color Watch system.
The family is counting on old Dad to get great film developing. Look for the Kodak Color Watch seal, so your photos will look wonderful, and your son will let you borrow the car. Kodak Color Watch for great developing. You're going to thank me for it.
After scrupulous examination, a leading consumer publication called it the best car we've ever tested. Road and Track judged that it may be the best sedan in the world. Worth every penny, concluded Auto, Motor, and Sport. The Mercedes-Benz 300e. Now that it's astonished the experts, let it astonish you.
When it comes to doing business worldwide, you gotta think in global proportions. You gotta know how the world turns, because you want it to turn your way. You gotta speak the language. You gotta travel with a fast crowd. It's a big world out there. You gotta do everything you can to make it smaller. This reminder from Federal Express. then it's not just a package. It's your business.
Margot Kidder.
Some people live with them and they never know that their husband is a murderer.
Barry Bostwick.
What are you going to do about it?
Body of evidence tonight.
This is CBS.
People like you and me, being the best that we can be.
The Wegman Company has allowed me to practice pharmacy almost as if it's a neighborhood store within the confines of the supermarket, which is really very nice. We are on a first-name basis with most of the customers.
We're the people who work at Wegmans. Every day you get our best. He's a smooth operator, oh, yeah. In every way. Such a smooth operator, so cool. He's got it made. Slick, smart liquor, power and smoothness are rolled into one. A winning combination that's second to none. He's a smooth operator, one of a kind. Such a smooth operator, any place, any time. No one does it like the bull.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Tim Ryan here with our college basketball report. As you can see, Syracuse 34-33, just 1 point before the usual sellout crowd. At the Carrier Dome, they lead Georgetown in a key Big East battle. Well, earlier today, some tennis activity way down in Melbourne, Australia. And it was Mats Wilander who defeated Pat Cash, the hometown hero, in a thriller down in Melbourne. Turning now to the NBA, last night in Cleveland, the Boston Celtics continue to have their problems winning at Richfield Coliseum, where the Cavaliers beat them for the 4th straight time. Cleveland's Craig Elo hits this three-pointer as the Cavaliers look to snap the Celtics' win streak at 7 games. And the Cavs' Del Curry adds another from three-point land as the Cavaliers pull away in this game. Celtics' Larry Bird had 32 points, but he missed this three-pointer as the Celtics lost by 19. And a dejected Casey Jones ponders who will be the head coach for the East at the All-Star game following that loss. Now, the Celtics' loss puts them in a tie with Atlanta at 28-11. The Hawks are just getting underway now against New Jersey. If they win, then Mike Fratello will become the coach of the East All-Stars. If the Hawks lose, it'll be Boston's Casey Jones at the helm, and that's 2 weeks from today in Chicago. Now, there's been little question about the West team coach. That's Pat Riley of Los Angeles. And you'll see Riley's world champion Lakers in action later today on CBS when they meet Seattle at 3:30 Eastern Time. Now, some have been saying that the University of Oklahoma has been rolling up NBA-type scores, especially early in the season. Leslie Visser will take a look at why the Sooners and some other schools pad their schedules when the college basketball report continues in a moment here on CBS.
Mitsubishi knows you want a truck to be tough. But we also know you want more for your money. Mitsubishi Mighty Max trucks give you more, up to 2.6 liters of power, a 5-speed stick, more standard features for less than Toyota, Nissan, or Mazda, even the lowest priced macro cab. The new Mitsubishi Mighty Max trucks. Mitsubishi, suddenly the obvious choice.
It's the right view at the right time. It's the silver bullet that has tasted the fine. It's a new way to go to town. The silver bullet won't slow you down. So come on, it's a good light. It's the right beer now. To the good life, yeah. Good life, yeah. So come on, it's the good light. It's the right beer now.
Your life is changing, and State Farm is there.
I'm State Farm agent Jim McConnell. Terry Saylor's life insurance started out pretty simple. Then there were 3 children, 2 new mortgages, a big job promotion for Terry, and for Mrs. Saylor, a life plan of her own. 7 updates in just 6 years. State Farm agents are there to start you out with life insurance that works for you.
And like a good neighbor,
And we're there to keep it working for you.
State Farm is there.
New Tegrin medicated shampoo with conditioners is tough on dandruff.
I like new Tegrin with conditioners because it leaves my hair looking great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
New Tegrin with conditioners proves tough can be beautiful.
A lot of people are really feeling the cold this winter. So add an extra layer of Owens Corning pink insulation. Owens Corning, we put your house in the pink.
Welcome back to the College Basketball Report on CBS. We are at halftime with our score, Syracuse 34, Georgetown 33. You know, now that we're into conference play, the competition seems a lot closer. Some would say a lot more fair. But earlier in the year, we had the specter of many of the game's major powers tuning up against smaller schools that obviously were no match for their superior firepower. Leslie Visser tells us how such lopsided contests were allowed to come about.
Basketball team. They've got a scoring average higher than all but 2 pro teams.
The Orange, again, taking no chances early, dominating from the start, coasting to a 43-point victory over St. Bonaventure.
It seems that when you go to a college basketball game early in the season, there's rarely a doubt as to which is the better team on the floor. One team appears to be physically superior, and the result is often a lopsided score. Scheduling has a lot to do with early season blowouts as the preseason favorites load up on little-known opponents before the conference season starts. While it may not make for exciting competition, it does serve a purpose.
Did you ever wonder why some of these schools, which aren't known for their basketball programs, are willing to come to a place like the Lloyd Noble Center here at the University of Oklahoma and risk being humiliated by a national power? Well, the fact is, no matter what the score, both schools have something to gain.
The weaker school has a chance to gain recognition by taking on a giant, as Chaminade did when they beat #1 Virginia back in 1982. But more realistically, the reason is usually financial.
It sounds kind of like prostitution, and I guess it is athletic prostitution, but we are forced to pay bills and to make some quick money, and the easiest way to make quick money is to play the big guys a couple times a year.
The big guys schedule these games primarily to ensure a 20-win season and an invitation to a postseason tournament. One team that takes a different approach is Louisville, which won a national championship in 1986 after playing a characteristically killer schedule. By the time March rolled around, the Cardinals were tournament tough. Last year, that philosophy backfired as Louisville's grueling schedule wore them down and kept them from the NCAA tournament.
What if we had played 10 patsies instead of losing to those top 10, top 20 teams, those 10 losses we had? They would have had to put us in the tournament. Now, there were teams that got in the tournament that never played a top 50 team.
Coaches like Oklahoma's Billy Tubbs, who do schedule early season patsies, use the opportunity to run up the score and build confidence. This can create bad blood.
I just wanted him to know that at that point I realized what the score was and that he should have had a little mercy.
I did the guy a favor. I hammered him. And then he got a lot of publicity out of the deal. And he got his money and went home.
Billy's going to be sorry when it's over and you're 60 years old and you're trying to find a coaching friend to go fishing. I think Billy's going to be sorry he did this to a lot of us.
But right now, the last thing on Billy Tubbs' mind is fishing. The first thing is winning big.
When they walk in that tunnel and step on that floor, we're going to start picking them up right there. And we don't turn them loose till they walk back up that damn ramp. So, you know, now I'm going to call a timeout and say, hey, guys, I was just kidding. Let's let these guys go. No way.
By the way, Billy Tubbs also told us that he knows how it feels to be on the other side of the fence. He said that there were many times when he was coaching at Lamar that opponents would run it up on him, but it never made him feel bad. He claims it motivated him to become a better coach. Now, I think some of the players feel the same thing. They get a chance to play against the big guys, and presumably it helps them to become better players as well. Well, right now, they're getting set for the second half at the Carrier Dome, Georgetown at Syracuse. And Brent Musburger and Billy Packer will return with that after this message and a word from your local station.
I saw something interesting on the tube last night. There was a commercial where they were linking up phone systems and computers all over the place. You know what I'm talking about?
There are systems like that.
I mean, look at us. We're operating 8 plants like separate companies. Let's hook them all up through here. The phones, the computers, the messaging, the whole works.
We can't, John.
What do you mean we can't?
Our phone systems in Toledo and Arkansas are 3 years older than anything that we have here.
Why is that a problem? They're made by the same people.
Yes, but the technology's changed. It's improved, and that's progress.
I spent $5 million on our phone systems, and each time I buy a new one, it makes the last one obsolete. And you're telling me that's progress. Yes, sir.
On Wise Guy, now that they're convinced he's as ruthless as they are, how far must he go to keep his cover and his life? Ken Wall, Wise Guy, Monday on CBS.
This is CBS.
Joan and I buy for Snow Country.
And I sell for Snow Country.
I buy the best name brands in skis.
Too many pairs.
I buy the best name brands in ski boots.
Too many pairs.
Joan buys the best names in ski clothing.
Too many.
In fact, she's out buying more right now.
That's why I have a clearance sale at up to 50% off all ski equipment and clothing.
Hello, Joan. You made a deal on more clothing? Great. You bought how many?
Better make that up to 60% off all ski equipment and clothing now at Snow Country's clearance sale.
Bogner, Obermeyer, Sierra.
If you need a vehicle that has what it takes to make tracks wherever you want to take it, see your Toyota dealer for a four-wheel drive passenger van or an all-new Land Cruiser. They both feature automatic transmissions and one-touch four-wheel drive, which means they go about anywhere. They also come with up to $1,500 in factory-to-dealer incentives, which means they go pretty fast. And that means you should be making tracks to your Toyota dealer. See the all-new Toyota Land Cruiser 4x4 and van at your Toyota dealer now.
Our Magazine, weekdays at 5 on WHEC-TV 10.
CBS Sports presents college basketball. Today's game is sponsored by the Heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet. BASF Corporation. We're creating new worlds by seeing in new ways. BASF Corporation, the spirit of innovation. And by United Airlines, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve. Come fly the friendly skies.
To create new worlds, you need to see in new ways. Be curious. Look at the problem from another direction. Commit yourself to the long term. Keep your mind open. Look for breakthrough ideas. From aerospace to healthcare, we're creating new worlds by seeing in new ways. BASF, the spirit of innovation.
If an MCI customer has a problem, we'll work on it, even into the middle of the night. Maybe someday, we'll work 9 to 5. At least that's what I tell my wife.
Until you call, you'll never know how much better a long-distance company can be.
The right parts. Mr. Goodwrench has the right parts. Engineered for your GM car by people who designed your GM car. Mr. Goodwrench. No one knows your GM car better. No one.
Yeah, just what I suspected. Got a bad power pump on 18. All right, Dave. So don't worry, we'll get you fixed up. It's our anniversary, Houston. You call my wife.
We go right to rig 4 first, Dave?
Yeah. First thing I gotta do is get the drill bit out of that hole, pull up all the pipe, then we can see what's in there.
Sure, I'm glad you're here, Dave.
Al, yeah, I'm on United, flight 170 coming home. Osaka.
We are very happy. When you spend your life making things go smoothly for others,
Arigato. Thank you, Dave.
Arigato. The least your airline can do is make things go smoothly for you. United, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve.
Al, it's my son's birthday, remember? Mm-hmm. Promise you won't call me.
Come fly the friendly skies.
Hey, Dave, thanks for coming down.
Sure, no problem.
Listen to the heartbeat.
Now you can save up to $1,800 on America's best-selling cars, Chevrolets. Get $600 cash back when you buy a new Chevrolet Corsica and save up to an additional $1,200 on option packages. That adds up to $1,800 in savings. Or save up to $1,700 on a new Chevy Beretta. Great savings from America's best-selling cars.
The heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevrolet.
The coolest team in the NBA, the LA Lakers, take on the supersonic boom of Seattle. The good times roll today.
This is CBS.
Go with Chereau and you'll have more going for you. More trucks,
300 here at our main location, 200 more in transit, and 100 more being built right now. They're America's best built and backed by Ford's 660 warranty. But there's another heavy-duty reason to go with Chereau, our commitment to do a quality job in truck service. So when you're ready to pick up a truck, stop at Chereau. We're here for our customers over the long haul.
CBS Sports presents college basketball. Today's game is sponsored by Mr. Goodwrench. No one knows your GM car better than Mr. Goodwrench. No one. Coors, the original draft beer in bottles and cans. Coors, the original. And by Wang Laboratories. Wang makes it work.
The NBA All-Star Game, February 7th.
Senior VP MIS, big RFP, no imaging. So I'm showing him 4 windows in the Wang workstation. IBM, VS. He says, I know you can do that. I saw your commercials. 5th window is a WIS file. He says, what's that? I said, that's an image of the RFP you sent last week. We put it on WIS, scanned it, and put it on an optical disc. No big deal. What do you mean, no big deal? You told me to leave WIS, Wang's integrated image system, out of the RFP. He laughs, grabs a piece of paper, hands it to Ellen, and asks her to scan it. Up it comes on the screen in his own handwriting. I've changed my mind.
That's wild.
I'm telling you, WIS is going to change everything.
Here we are again, Chevy and Ford, side by side. USAC tested them for performance. Standard half-tons with the best automatics and half-ton payloads. Results? The full-size Chevy beat Ford. Beat them in acceleration, highway passing, pylon course handling, level and uphill trailer towing acceleration. So how does Ford stand up to the Chevy with a Vortec V6? Still not very well.
Get new lower prices and $500 cash on many new CK Chevys now.
That's today's Chevy truck.
Like a top-down neon drive-in, like a Sugar Ray Express, like made in the shade, like making the grade, like the code of the old Wild West.
I'm an American original, the first draft beer in a can, tapping ice cold Coors with a friend of yours.
Brewery fresh draft beer in bottles and cans. That's been Coors for over 25 years. Taste the original today.
Put a 12-ounce keg in your hand.
Who says Chevy's better than Ford? USAC tested standard half-tons with their best automatics and half-ton payloads. 0 to 60, 40 to 55, pylon course handling, full-size Chevy beat Ford. Level and uphill towing acceleration. Chevy with Vortec V6 beat Ford. Which truck should you be driving? USAC test just answered it.
Get new lower prices and $500 cash on many new CK Chevys now.
It's today's Chevy truck.
The muffler shop, the transmission shop, the tune-up shop. None of them has this total car specialist, Mr. Goodwrench. Whatever's happening with your GM car, he can fix. Because he has more than just a shop, it's like a laboratory, equipped to diagnose any system in any GM car. And he's trained to understand the total automobile, not just parts. Mr. Goodwrench, the total car specialist. No one knows your GM car better. No one.
Billy D. Williams on body language.
You know, body language tells you a lot about what a person's thinking. For instance, that means she has an interest in the finer things in life. That means she also wants a little fun in her life, but only with the right man. And now she's pouring a Colt 45. And we all know what that means. You mind if I join you?
You must have read my mind.
Something like that.
The power of Colt 45. It works every time.
John Madden picks the players that are all guts and all glory. It's the All-Madden team. Plus the World Triathlon Championships on CBS Sports Sunday. Next.
Light fighters, the new light infantry. No matter where you are, in the jungle, the Arctic, the desert, or the mountains, you run out of day before you run out of challenge.
You know, all this talk about building your confidence might sound like a lot of hype. Let me tell you, hype doesn't get you to the top of this rock.
Be all that you can be.
Hey, Gal.
What?
The elevator's here.
Find your future in the army.
You may not have thought of buying a Sears Die-Hard battery until you've had a little time alone to think about it.
Yeah. Harry, Kalamazoo Tuesday, I can do that. Memphis Wednesday, I can do that. New York Thursday, I can do that. How am I going to do that?
No matter where you do business, Northwest can fly you there.
Greetings, Commander. What would you like to play today? Big Mac attack. Objective, capture a McDonald's Big Mac. Ready? Begin. Big Mac attack. Hurry, Commander. Big Mac attack. Close call, Commander. Congratulations. Here's your Big Mac. Too bad, Commander. You can only get a Big Mac at McDonald's.